to start my story at Albion, I'd like to go way back before I was born, sometime in the 50s. My grandfather attended Albion College. He graduated class of 59. He lived during the reign of terror that was known as Dean Wilder. I don't know if anybody knows. And I grew up, I was fascinated with his stories. My grandfather arrived on campus by train the day of his first class. He had never visited the college. His cousin had applied for him, and he arrived with nothing but a single suitcase. And as he had steamed in at 5 in the morning, my grandfather had to wander around campus for about an hour before he could find somebody to let him into his dormitory. I think choosing a college is a little bit different these days. But I think to know the thing I love most about that story, you have to know two things. First, you need to know my grandfather, how he has spent a lifetime making a difference in the lives of those around him, and how my admiration for that quality growing up. Second, the thing that you need to know is that the only reason my grandfather was attending Albion College was that somebody believed in him. My grandfather was not very wealthy at that part of his life. He was the youngest of 10 children from a working class family in Connecticut. And while he was at Albion, generous faculty and staff supported him, even paying for some of his medical expenses when his family didn't have enough resources. They helped my grandfather because they believed in him and his ability to make a difference. Fast forward 56 years or so, and that's where my own story begins. Though I did not ride a train to school, nor did I have to suffer the strict benevolence of Dean Wilder, I see many similarities between my grandfather's story and my own. Namely, I am here because other people believe that I can make a difference, even though I did not necessarily realize that at the time. I think one of my favorite stories happened actually before I even set foot on this campus, before I even had a chance to pay my deposit. I was looking, shopping for schools. I had 7 of them on my list, and I was interested in learning a little bit more about the psychology departments of the schools. And every school I called, I said, can you put me in touch with some faculty or some students? And they said, yeah, here, look at our website. There's some good information on the website. I wasn't very happy with that. But Albion was the only school where not only did a faculty member get back with me, but it was the director of the department, and he talked with me for an hour and a half out of his work week during the middle of the summer, when I'm sure he had much more important things to do. And that really meant a lot to me. I remember very distinctly saying, Zach, good luck wherever you choose to go, but we really want you because I think that Albion could use students like you. And I was really shocked at the time, I guess, because I never really thought that someone could have that much faith in me, even without ever having met me. But this same empowerment has really continued through Albion. Countless stories. My involvement on Senate started the same way. Someone believed in me and said, Zach, I think you could really make a difference in this organization. And I've spent 4 years with Senate, serving one of them as president. Most recently, continued my thesis. I don't know if any of you have ever written a thesis, but it turns out it's a little bit of a monumental task. I was at it for a year and a half, really, through the whole process. Although a lot of the work seems to happen about 2 weeks before signature. But it's a huge process, and as any of you who have undertaken such a process will know, it's incredibly difficult, and you doubt yourself a lot of the time. Why did I even choose to do this? I didn't have to do this. But it was a very dedicated faculty who would say, Zach, you're doing a great job. Keep plugging away at it. I really believe you've got something really cool here. Ironically enough, my thesis was about the importance of the liberal arts. I think that it all kind of fits together very nicely. And even now, while I'm not entirely sure what my plans are yet after graduation, the fact that I have so many people believing in me and saying, Zach, take your time. I know, maybe not my mother, but Zach, take your time, and I have no doubt that you're going to do great things. And it really means a lot, because even though I don't know that I'm able to make a difference, don't necessarily realize it, people here believe that, and that is incredibly empowering. I didn't know that I could make a difference, even though this whole time I believe others believe that I could. I guess to finish, I I would like to leave with you understanding this is a speech of gratitude. The only reason that I am here tonight is because all of you believed in me and took it upon yourselves to give me the chance to make a difference. I would not, a recipient of several scholarships, a couple of them endowed. So I quite literally would not be standing here if it weren't for the generosity of you. So thank you very much. To you and to my Albion community, I am forever grateful.